Hello, people. Welcome once again to this channel. And today's discussion, you won't be seeing more. You won't be seeing any slide. You'll be seeing my face. So, welcome. This is Forex with Otabo, and today's discussion is a bit. Let's delve a bit away from the whole technical analysis and the whole fundamental talks about charts. So, we're going to be talking about some questions you need to ask yourself before you go live. Some questions you need to ask yourself before you go live on your trading account. And there was a tweet that was trending here in Nigeria some few days ago. It was funny. I could relate to it. I'm sure some of you must have seen it. They say you just begin to learn Forex and you don't go the price motto. Some of us think it's all going to be rosy. That's the light some people feed us. Some people that some trainers that ask you to pay huge sums of money. They're going to teach you, to give you a lot of motivational speech on how you're going to be making a lot of money once you start trading Forex. They want your money for you to give it to them, for them to train you. Don't buy that. Basically, it's all about your mind, though. Because as I usually say in my channel, the only person that can make you rich is you. It's you. So I'm quickly going to be asking asking you some questions. Because at this point, most of us that have been following me through this journey on YouTube, at this point, I believe the majority of people are, well, some have started trading live, was I wish I had done this earlier, but some are still on their demo accounts. So before you move from the phase of the demo account to your live account, you're putting in your money. There's some questions you need to answer yourself. With all honesty, ask yourself those questions. And if you're able to answer them, if you're sure it's on the positive side, then you are good to start trading on your live account. So quickly, let's run through them. The first thing you have to ask yourself is, have you been able to master a particular trading strategy? Now, there's a quote by Bruce Lee. Yeah. He said, I fear not a man that has mastered 1,000 kicks, but I fear a man that has mastered one kick 1,000 times. There is power in consistency. Even with consistency, water can cut through a rock. So there is power in consistency. There's power in mastering a thing and sticking to it. So while you're on your demo account, have you been able to master a particular trading strategy? Have you been able to familiarize yourself with it? If yes, if your answer is yes, because I don't believe in running helter skelter. You using this strategy, using that, using RSI, using alligator, using all of this. Fine, there could be some confirmation. You could use some as confirmation, but you need to find the strategy that works for you and go with it. It is that simple. Find the strategy that works for you and go with it. Once you've practiced on your demo consistently, and you think you're good to go, then you can go. Remember, on your demo, if you've been able to, for example, you start your demo with 200,000, you start your demo with in dollars, maybe $1,000 on demo. You can have as much as $1 million on your demo, but you can't withdraw it, unfortunately. So once you have all that money on your demo account, if you've been able to, for a month, give yourself a month, if you've been able to trade, you've been able to multiply that money with a particular trading strategy, then you're good to go. Don't force it. Don't think, oh hey, well, maybe when I get to my live account, I'm going to be to manage my accounts properly. Well, treat your demo as if it were real. Treat it as if you were real. Even though I understand human emotion, there's less emotions attached to a demo account. Okay, be disciplined. Give yourself that discipline. And once you're sure you've been able to stick to a strategy, you're good to go. So, secondly, I'm going to be talking about what you should ask yourself before you go live. Is, have you selected few pairs to trade? The market is very big. It's like a huge elephant, and then you bring all blind men, 3 blind men to come have a feel of it, and then they tell you, all of them will tell you different things they see, they feel. They can't see, the blind men. They will all give you a different description. That's what the forex market is like. It's big, it's huge. So there's a lot of currencies to trade. There's a lot of commodities. There's a lot of it's versatile. So, but don't get yourself confused. I'll advise you to stick to some pairs. I myself, I've been able to get about 5 pairs that work for me. My pairs, I'm going to tell you my pairs are number one, gold. I love gold. I love the GBP against the US dollar. I love the euro against the US dollar. I love the US dollar against the Canadian dollar. And I love euro against the Great Britain pound. Those are my 5 favorite pairs, and those are the pairs I trade. On my channel, I still review some other pairs and send people because it's all for educational purpose, because you can see a setup on another pair that's not on your trading list. But there is power in focus. I want to charge you to focus. Try to get 5 pairs that you've been able to under each of them. I know some people that trade only one pair. I know someone that trades only gold, and in a day he still makes profit because he has studied that particular pair and he knows every movement that pair is going to make. So if you can discipline yourself and even study a particular pair, there was a time I was trading only US dollar against Canadian dollar. There was time I was trading only euro against the Great Britain pounds. It was surprising because I went to my daily time frame and I drew all the resistance and all the supports. And every time price got to those zones, price reacted the way I wanted them. And I made some money just by that. But then I started going into some other pairs to trade. So, but then my point is this: if you can focus on some few pairs, don't run around, don't jump around, don't go. Focus, you'll be fine. So if you've been able to select some few pairs that you want to trade, you're good to go live. So secondly, have you been able to master your emotions? You know, this thirdly, our third point now, have you been able to master your emotion? This Forex market is, you think you know yourself, but when you come to Forex market, you know you don't know yourself. You think you're patient enough to wait for a setup to happen. And then you come into Forex market and then you see a trade going, maybe there's a buy going, it's already going up, and then you jump into it, you buy, and all of a sudden it starts going down. You don't have the patience to wait. You've not been able to wait. Like when you remember to buy low, you've not been able to wait for it to come down, so you buy at the lowest point, but you rush in. And what happened? You're in serious drawdown. And if you had gone all in, if you had put all your money, you had put all your lot size on it, as it's going down, it's going to take you out. You're going to lose all your money, and then it starts going up. So, do you have the right emotion? Have you been able to master your emotion? Have you been able to learn patience? This is a game of patience. It's a game of time, a game of focus. You have to wait for a perfect setup. It's something I tell them on the group, on my Telegram group. No setup, no trade. Wait. You mustn't trade. You mustn't have a trade running all the time. You must have a trade running all the time. If you have not seen a perfect setup, stay off the market until you see a setup that matches with 3 or 2 of your confirmation. Then you go in. So master your emotions. Master your emotions. Now, also, for you to go live, you need to ask yourself if you are prepared to have a loss. It's a game. It's a game where you make losses. It's a game where you also make profits. So have you been able to master? Have you been able to take your mind towards the essence that I might lose my money, I might lose risk. The loss part is part of the business. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to tell you you're going to be making all profits. But remember, the game is to make sure your profits, your wins exceed your losses. That is once you are able to do that, you are good to go. Once you're able to do that, your profits should exceed your loss. I'm going to give you an instance. For example, okay, well, maybe I'll talk about that in my next point. Yeah, let me talk about that in my next point, which is your risk to reward ratio. You should have been able to choose a risk to reward ratio. How much are you willing to lose at a stop loss, and how much are you willing to gain? For example, you can choose 1:3. So you are willing to lose 10 pips, but you are willing to gain 30 pips. You can say your ratio is 2:4, or just how you want, how your risk to reward ratio, you decide. So once you choose your risk to reward ratio, you should be able to go live. So I'll give you an instance. And remember, from the other points, are you willing to take loss? If you choose a risk to reward ratio, that is, let's assume 1:1, you're willing to risk 10 pips, you're willing to gain 10 pips. Now, if you have that particular risk to reward ratio, what does it mean? So it means if you trade 4 trades in a day, if you lose 2 and gain 2, it means you broke even. So it means in a day you lost 20 pips. In that same day, you gain 20 pips. So it's 0. But if your risk to reward ratio is, let's say, let's say 1:5. You place a trade, you place, okay, now you have 4 trades for that day. You place 4 trades. Now what happens? Let's say 3 of those trades hit your stop loss. Now it still goes back to the earlier point. Have you mastered your mind? Are you prepared for loss? Now 3 of those trades hit stop loss at 10 pips, 10 pips, 10 pips, which is how much? Which is 30 pips. And if it's in dollars, that is $3 US. And I'm just using the minimum lot size and the minimum trading account. Now, if you have a reward ratio of 50, now if you've lost, for a trade of 4 trades, you lost 3 trades at 30 pips and you gain just 1, which is 50 pips. What does it mean? It means at the end of the day, you still come out profitable because 50 minus 30 is 20. So at the end of the day, you still gained 20 pips. So that is it. Just master your mind and choose your risk to reward ratio and stick to it. So that every day, at the end of every day, at the end of every week, you come out profitable. Now I use the worst case scenario. Now, for that instance, what if you lost 2 and then you gained 2? Very, very profitable. Or you lost 1 and you gained 3, profitable. You have to master your mind that if you hit the stop loss, it's part of the game. You dust yourself up because when you fall down on your back, you're looking up. I'm trying to be a motivational speaker right now. You're looking up and then you get up and run on to the next setup and you'll be fine. Fine. Now, remember, honestly answer these questions to yourself. Once you're good to go, you can go live. If you have not checked all the boxes, do not go live. So my next point is, have you been able to understand what type of trader you are? Now, if you've not been following my channel, you can click on my channel. You see some other videos I put on my channel. I talked about various types of traders. We have the scalper, we have the intraday trader, we have the swing trader. If you've not seen, I can't go into all that discussion because I've already talked about it before now. So you need to know what kind of setup, what kind of trader are you? Which works for you? Are you the person that just want to hit and run? You're the person that goes into the markets with maybe a higher lot size to gain small pips, like 10 pips with a 0.05, and then you've achieved your daily targets for just within that period of 15 minutes and you're out? Or are you the one that can go into a trade and hold the trade for 2 to 3 days and intraday trader? Or you want to hold the trade for a very long time? So it's all on you. You need to decide what type of trader you are. Once you've been able to decide that, then this box is checked. Now, my last points, what are the points I've been able to gather? Probably if I'm able to remember so a few more, probably I'll do another video to talk about this point. But this is very important. I don't want you to lose your money. I do not want you to make the mistakes that I made, the mistakes that a lot of people made out there when they started their Forex journey. It mustn't always be about loss, because most people have seen in their Forex journey, they started off making loss, but you can make a difference. You can always start with profit. And you can start with profit to not make mistakes. So the last point I would like to talk about here is your broker. Have you been able to choose a reliable broker? It is very important. I started this right from the first video I made on YouTube. Some people lose their money. Some people say Forex is a scam, but because they've not done their research, they've not asked questions. There are some criminals that come into the country in the name of being a broker, and then you give them money that you want to fund your account, and they run away with your money. So you need to use a reliable broker. So ask questions, ask people that have been trading. If you know anyone, if you don't, you can meet me, ask me. I'm going to give you some recommended brokers which you can deposit your money with and trade with them. So that'll be the end of my point for today. I'm going to share links to my two recommended brokers on the description of this video. So if you decide, if you've checked all those boxes and you can answer them yourself, then you can go live. If you've not, you have to be honest to yourself. Do not go live if you can answer this question. So guys, I will be ending the discussion here. Thank you very much and stay safe.